2024, a year that didn't fly by. December 21st, 2024. Copyright image credit, rightful owner. 2024, a year that didn't fly by. Sahil Sharifdin Bhat. Lost time is never found again. Benjamin Franklin. I often hear people claim that modern years feel shorter, they pass by without meaningful achievements and that they lack blessings. However, for me, the year 2024 felt very long and I accomplished more than I could have hoped for. As the year 2024 draws to a close, I find myself reflecting on the journey it has been. Just like the years before, it began on a cold January morning and will soon end on another cold day. A leap year, with its 366 days, has granted me an extra day to look back, to learn and to grow. In many ways, 2024 has been the most special year in recent memory. It was a year that, for the most part, was filled with fewer pains and more pleasant moments. The books I read. Books have always been a companion in my life, but in 2024, they became my refuge, my guide and my source of wisdom. My journey through the pages of sacred texts began with the tafsir of various surahs of the Holy Quran, offering me deeper insights into the divine message. Alongside it, I went through the several books of the Holy Bible also. The books I read this year spanned across genres, from science and philosophy to literature and religious thought. Each book added a new layer to my perspective. A Brief History of Time check mark. Sapiens check mark. Homo Deus check mark. Thus Spoke Zarathustra check mark. The 40 Rules of Love check mark, a re-read. The Time Machine check mark. The Reconstruction of Religious Thought in Islam check mark. God Arises by Wahiduddin Khan check mark. Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler check mark. Pygmalion check mark, a re-read. The Sealed Nectar check mark, a re-read. Marriage Morals by Bertrand Russell check mark. It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover check mark. Additionally, I revisited my set and net notes twice, ensuring I remained up to date in my professional journey. The movies, documentaries and educational content. Though books nourished my mind, visual content offered a different kind of enrichment. I watched films, documentaries and series that broadened my understanding of history, human nature and the world around me. Firebrand. Devil's Meant 2023. The Secret Roots of Migratory Birds. Steve Trevino, I Speak Wife. The Story of Lauren Booth. Nadia, Russian drama. Cocktail. Looking for a Man. Genius TV series featuring Einstein, Picasso, Aretha, Martin Luther, and Malcolm X. These films and series not only entertained me but also sparked deep reflection on the lives and struggles of extraordinary people. Writing and teaching. Writing has always been a creative outlet for me, and 2024 saw me channeling my thoughts into 15 articles for various newspapers. I penned around 300 quotes and a few poems, each capturing a moment, an emotion or an idea that demanded to be shared. I also self-published a couple of ebooks on Amazon Kindle, hoping to contribute in my small way to the world of literature. In my role as an English language lecturer at a higher secondary school, I dedicated myself to my students, working tirelessly to cover the syllabus on time, conduct tests and monitor their progress. Beyond the classroom, I edited the school's annual magazine, a project that brought together the creativity and hard work of students and staff. I also had the privilege of delivering speeches at various school events and reciting Quranic verses at the beginning of monthly meetings with the principal. Running groups on different apps, I helped individuals improve their English and gain greater awareness of the world around them. These connections, though virtual, felt deeply meaningful. Family, construction and community. A major personal milestone in 2024 was helping my parents build a new 2-story house. The journey, though filled with challenges, was also immensely rewarding. The house, which cost around 18 lakh rupees with another 10 lakh rupees to go, is a symbol of family, sacrifice and hard work. I had the support of dear friends like Muntazir Nisar and Talib Hilal and former students Suhail Ganai and Uzair Sofi, who guided me through the process of purchasing construction materials. Their wisdom and friendship were invaluable. This year, I also continued to teach a dozen of my neighbors free of charge, sharing what I knew, offering support and fostering a sense of community. I organized small gatherings and a larger party for my colleagues, where we savored biryani, mutton kanti, fried fish and a traditional wazwan. The cost of these parties was equally shared by all of us. These moments of shared joy reminded me of the importance of connection and celebration, even in the small things. Loss and personal growth. 2024 was not without its heartaches. I lost 2 close relatives this year. The pain of their loss was profound, but I take solace in the belief that they are now in the care of Allah. May He grant them eternal peace in paradise and give their families strength in their time of grief. Throughout the year, I experienced both gains and losses. A few people exited my life, while others gave me their unconditional love. There were times when I faced difficult days, but these were always followed by brighter moments, reminding me that life is a balance of joy and sorrow. Health, spirituality and self-care. In terms of health, I maintained a steady routine at the gym, striving to keep both body and mind in good condition. I fasted the entire month of Ramadan and I offered prayers almost daily. Despite a few instances of illness, my health remained mostly stable. I also found myself engaging with individuals who held negative views about Islam, seeking to understand their perspective while defending my beliefs with patience and knowledge. The unfinished dreams. There were dreams I didn't fulfill this year. I wanted to read more books, write another book of my own and embark on an excursion to explore new places. Time, as always, slipped away quickly. However, I did manage to visit Srinagar a couple of times, for prayers and personal shopping, which brought some peace and calm. In May, I appeared for an exam that, had I qualified, would have secured me a position as an assistant professor. Unfortunately, luck was not on my side, but I accept the outcome with gratitude, trusting in the wisdom of my Creator. My faith is the driving force that keeps me going. I believe that both good and bad come from the Creator. I never allow myself to fall into depression just because my rivals succeed where I fail. Additionally, I supported a candidate during the assembly elections held in September here in the Valley. Despite our efforts, he did not win. I delivered speeches at a couple of election rallies, but thank God, they were not shared on social media. Conclusion. As I reflect on 2024, I see a year of growth, challenges and blessings. I have learned much, lost much and gained even more. Whether educationally, economically, socially, spiritually or emotionally, the year has been one of pleasant surprises and fulfilling moments. I have made progress, but I know there is more to learn, more to give and more to experience. I pray that Allah makes the year 2025 even more pleasant, filled with health, joy and prosperity. May it be a year of continued growth, both for me, my family members, my well-wishers and for all my loved ones. Ameen. Postscriptum. If I were to distribute prizes to the people who were the best to me in the year 2024, I would do so as follows. The prize for the best family member would go to my father. The prize for the best friend would go to Muntazir Nisar. The prize for the best colleague would go to Majid Salim. The prize for the best relative would go to Javed Ahmed Sofi. The prize for the best neighbor would once again go to Muntazir Nisar. The prize for the best online friend would go to Albaid Akun Sahib. The prize for the best Facebook friends would go to Muhammad Amin and Irfan Jia. The prize for the best female friend would go to Sirat G. The prize for the best student cum friend would go to Suhail Ganai. Additionally, I would distribute around 50 consolation prizes to various people whose names will be mentioned later, inshallah.